Peer pressure. What is peer pressure? Social pressure by members of one's peers to take a certain action, adopt certain values, or otherwise conform in order to be accepted. Peer pressure can be positive or negative. Peer pressure comes from members of your own family or from classmates. It can be positive in that it will make you try harder to do better, try positive things, join a club, or it can be negative in that it will make you do things that you might not do, like skip school, do drugs, steal. Peer pressure begins as early as age 3 or 4, when a little friend says, "If you don't let me ride your tricycle, I'm going home." Or, "If you don't let me be first, I won't be your friend anymore." Peer pressure comes from those closest to us or from those we want to be like or a group that we want to be a part of. Studies show that you have about 60 seconds to respond to peer pressure before you most likely give in to the peer pressure. What you need to know: it usually takes more than one technique to get out of peer pressure situations. You can practice getting out of situations with your children. Give them a few options to get out of doing something they don't want to do. Come up with a code word that they can use to let you know that they need help getting out of a bad situation. Have them blame you. Peer pressure responses are emotionally based and impulsive. Children do not have a lot of time to think. That's why it's so important that you practice the situations with your children. Here are some statistics for teenagers. Even though these statistics are for teenagers, preparing them to not give in to peer pressure begins a lot earlier. Why do children give in to peer pressure? Children want to fit in and be a part of the group. No one wants to be left out or made fun of. Children are also afraid of being different or a loner. Who is most at risk to peer pressure? Those children who have not been encouraged to make responsible decisions. Those children that lack self-confidence, particularly social skills. Those children that are not very assertive or lack self-esteem. Children that feel they must prove themselves in order to belong or to be accepted are at risk to give in to peer pressure. Children that are impulsive or lack adequate supervision or come from a troubled environment. How can you help as a parent? Communicate your beliefs to your children. Model responsible decision making. Set limits and boundaries for your children. Say no when it's appropriate. Build their self-esteem. Know where your children are. Be involved in their lives. Keep the lines of communication open. Connect with other parents. Teach your children appropriate responses and practice those responses. Know your child's friends and influence their choices. Tips on how to walk away. Tell your child to listen to their gut. Plan for and practice possible pressure situations. Have a bailout code. Help your child learn to feel comfortable saying no. And tell your child, if nothing else, blame you as the parent.